right, this is going to be a real quick lesson. We're going to learn about surpluses, shortages, and the government. Oh my. What's a shortage? Shortages exist when the quantity demanded is greater than the quantity supplied. Oh. So the demand is bigger than the supply, meaning if people want iPhones and there's 1,000 people and there's only 300 iPhones, the demand is larger than the supply. That creates a shortage, meaning more people will want it than they can actually get it. This occurs when the price is set below the equilibrium price. So let's see that on the graph. Okay, here's our beautiful graph. And there you go. So we have quantity supplied and quantity demanded. And there's a shortage when the price is set below the equilibrium. You're going to see it in that yellow triangle right there. That right there, my friends, is the shortage. There won't be enough supply for everyone that wants one to get one set at that price. The triangle represents the shortage. Quantity demanded is larger than quantity supplied. See? All right, surpluses. Surpluses exist when the quantity supplied is greater than the quantity demanded. So let's say I have 1,000 people and I have 3,000 VHS players that no one wants. You're going to have a whole bunch of surplus. So this is when your quantity supplied is larger than your quantity demanded. This occurs when a price is set above the equilibrium price. Let's see that on a graph. There's a beautiful graph again. Make sure yours looks like this. My price is set above the equilibrium price. See that? There's a shortage when price is set above the equilibrium. Again, quantity supplied is larger than quantity demanded. There's my equilibrium points, and you see that my supply. So what does that look like? There's my triangle, and the triangle represents the surplus. So that means my quantity supplied is greater than the demand. See? All right, so how does the government involve itself to try and fix these surplus and shortage situations? So we have price ceilings and price floors. A price ceiling means you cannot go above it. Establishes a maximum price for a particular good. Producers cannot charge anything above this price. So if the price is set at $3 and you have a price ceiling, does it mean you can charge $4? No, you cannot, because that's the maximum price. A great example of this is rent control. So this is going to be below the equilibrium price. Anybody recognize what this apartment is from? Okay, sorry. So an effective price ceiling, make sure that you get this drawn, is going to be below the equilibrium price. Below the equilibrium price. Price floor, you cannot go below the floor. This establishes a minimum price for a particular good. Producers cannot charge below this. So if we say the minimum is $1 and you try and charge someone 50 cents, that's not allowed. The minimum is $1. That's a price floor. A great example of this is minimum wage. By law, if it says that you make $7.25 an hour and somebody's like, yeah, but I'll give you $5.50, but I'll work for $5.50 an hour, that doesn't work because the minimum wage is set at $7.25. Or it could be set at $15. So minimum wage is the lowest amount an employer can pay a worker. So here's some different amounts around. If you see, Florida is in green right here, and our minimum wage is $7.67. The minimum wage at the federal level is $7.25. An effective price floor. All right. So an effective price floor is set above equilibrium price. This is where it gets a little bit confusing with above and below and all these things. But remember, price floor I cannot go below that. Down here is a big fat no. So remember this, nothing can go above the ceiling, nothing can go below the floor. All right, I hope this video was helpful. This is going to be our last flipped classroom for this week, so I hope you enjoyed.